Hello, welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations of Clay. My name is Louis Palladini and today I'd like to do a full body sculpt of a Bigfoot. I'll show you how to do this from start to finish. It's a really cool animal it's a cryptid. People like to say it exists, it doesn't exist, but it's a very cool animal to do. Okay, I'll show you the types of clay that we can use. I have an oil-based clay such as this. This is the one I used to use all the time as a kid. You know, when I get bored with the items, I would just roll them up in the wall and make something else again. It never hardens. There's also an air hardening clay, such as this. And this is good. This is probably dry like in a couple hours or overnight. And what's good about this is you can paint this one. My preference for the clay is a clay called Super Sculpting, which can be baked in the oven about 275 degrees for about 15 or 20 minutes. You can drill it, sand it, you can make a tremendous amount of detail, and that's why I like using it. I'll show you the size balls of clay that we'll be using today. I'm going to make it simple. I had these all attached so I know which ball goes where. I'm going to hold this up, I'll show you. I'm going to use this ball of clay for the head, these two for the arms. This is going to be for the body, like the torso, the legs, and the feet. So what I'll first do is I'm going to show you how to make the arms. And I'll hold this up. What we're going to be sculpting right now is going to be making the arm here. And I'll show you how to do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do this. I'll show you. We'll make it easy. So what I'm trying to do is this is going to be the upper part of the arm. So and then I'm going to flatten this out a little bit down here because we'll eventually make this into his hand. See how I did that? Just flatten that a little bit like that with your fingers. Okay, so that there is the first arm. So now what we're going to do the second arm. So I'm just going to be, the part that I'm working on here is going to be the lower part of the arm. I'll show you. Then this part up here is going to be the upper part of the arm. See, that'll be the upper part of the arm. This is the lower part. And then I'm going to take this and flatten this out a little bit. Just want to make sure there's approximately the same size. See that? So these will eventually be the hands right down here. See that? So those are the two arms. Then this is going to be the head. So I kind of make it like a cone shape for the top of his head. See that? I'm sculpting that. And that will be his head. I'm going to put that down there for the time being. Now we're going to do the legs. So I'm going to take these. See, now this is going to be the upper part of the leg right here. See that? See how that's starting to shit? That's the upper part of the knee, and that's like the bottom part where the foot will be. Just want to kind of check to see the size. Yep, about right. And now I'll make the other leg. So you kind of pull that out like that. See that? This is going to be the lower part of the leg. Then this will be the upper part. That'll be the upper part right there. So that's going to be... Okay, let's see. So now you have it, the two legs. So now, I'm going to put these here. That way. And then I want to make the feet. So the feet, see that? See, that's one of the feet right there. I'm going to put that there. And then let me see. I want to make sure they're approximately the same size. Yeah, they are. Okay. Those are the 2 feet. See how I sculpted those? Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to attach it to the leg here. See that? See that? It's starting to look like a leg with a foot. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You push that together. We'll mold that all together. So now, see that? Coming along nicely. Now we're going to do the torso, or the upper part of the body. Let me see, make sure, yeah, it looks like about right. So there, that's the upper part of the body. I'll place the head on there, like that. See that? I'm going to take and place that arm on that side like that. See that? Take and place the arm on this side. And then I'll take and put the leg here. See that? We'll take and put the leg right there. So now you're starting to see the shape they were creating. Okay. Starting to come along really nicely. So I want to make sure shape those legs a little better. Make sure this is attached. Let me see now. Yeah, that's looking good. So now I'm going to get some extra clay over here. I'm going to bring this in. And what I'm going to do is start to build up the chest a little bit here. Add a little bit of the chest muscles here. Add a little bit of clay here. Add a little more there. I'm going to put that down like that. That way I can add that right there like that. And then I also want to just add a little bit more clay here for the shoulder part. Okay, so now the arms. What I want to do, don't want the head come off, that's fine, that's fine. I'm going to add a little more clay here. See the part of the arm here? That's going to be the bicep area. The bicep on the arm. So I want to add a little bit more there. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Add a little bit to the arm like that. So that's going to be the bicep. And then we'll put a little bit more muscle on the shoulder there. See that, how we're building up the shoulder a little bit? And then we'll put a little right there. Then what I'm trying to do is, see that elbow? Trying to create that elbow back there. So now we're going to work on the other side a little bit. Put a little more on the shoulder here. Build that up a little bit. See that, how we built up the shoulder a little bit? Start to look more like a regular arm. And then this torso area here. Okay, so we've done that. So now I also want to add a little more clay in the back here. Let's see, gonna soften this up. So we're gonna add a little more there. So this basically like his backside right here, that I want to build that up a little more. See that? Gonna soften that up a little bit. See how we built that up a little bit? Build that up in the back. Another area also that I want to kind of, in the small of the back here, you kind of want to make a line like that. Going down the back like that. So I'm just going to indent it a little bit. See how we did that? And then I am going to add a little more to the chest muscles here in the front. See that? We built that up a little bit because you want to build that up, the chest area. Now, just going to make more of an elbow here. Do more of an elbow there. So now what we want to do is look at the hands now. So what I'm going to do, see how I flatten these out? This will make it easy for us now. That way we can do the hand. So what I do here is I'm going to take this tool. I want to make sure you can see it. See the tool? I'm going to take and go like this. Going to do 1, 2, 3. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll do, see this? 1, 2, 3. See what it's going to do? It's going to make me, I'm going to be able to make the fingers. So now I'm going to take the tool and kind of go up there like that. See that? Because I want to separate those fingers now. Okay. See how I separated those? So now I'll come back in. Let me see. Might just try to make them a little bit better. See that? And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to try to and then go up like that. Let me see, I want to make sure I've separated them. See that? So now, let's see if I can get it from the back. So I separated those fingers. And then I'll make sure we come in from this side and they're separate. Then I'll kind of make a little indentation here, trying to make the hand. So let me see, I just want to make sure these fingers are okay now. figure this is an easy way to make the fingers. See that? And then we'll do the same thing over here. So now we're going to make the thumbs. So I'm basically going to take a little piece of clay here. I'll show you. About this size here. See that? I know it's tiny. It is tiny. But what we'll do is we're going to take and I'm going to take and put that, let's see, can you see that, how I just put that in there? So we're going to take, I want to make sure I attach that. See how we did that? You see that? That little thumb? We'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll do approximately the same size there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that over here. See how I'm attaching that? Well, I'm going to take I'm putting it right here. We got this right here. See how we got that? Pretty cool, huh? Now, one of the things we want to do is we want to give him fingernails. So what I'm going to do is take this little stylus. It's got like a little ball on it. And go in like that. See that? See those little indentations? Pretty cool. Very simple way for doing it. And then the thumb, I'm going to do the same thing. And then do the same thing on the other hand. See that? And then this thumb's going to be a little harder, okay? And then I'll just do that, okay. So, pretty cool way of making the hands. Now, we're going to do something similar for the feet. So let's see, so we got, I'm going to do this, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll do the same thing over here. So I'm going to make 4 lines. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to push down on these like that. Okay, let me make sure I got this right. See that? Because I want to get the separation. So now we're going to do the same, something similar here. I'm going to do make the toenails. And now, what I'm also going to do is just make some like lines like this. See that? And then we'll do the same on this side. See that? You know, just kind of rough that up a little bit. So a very cool way of making the feet. So now what we'd like to do is maybe rough up the fur a little bit here. And I'm going to take my stylus here, just kind of go like that. See that? Give it that nice fur-like effect. We'll do the same thing over here. See that? We'll try to do that in the back too. You do that. I just want to make sure the legs, I'll just shape them a little bit more. But see how cool that is? It's really starting to take shape. And then, let's see now. Looks like I got to remake the head again. Let me see. Yeah, I got to make it a little bigger. Let me see, that was about the right size. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'll remake the head. See, it's kind of make it like a little cone or a point on the back of his head. I'm going to build up his chin a little bit. Add a little bit of clay there. Now we're going to squeeze that on there. See how I did that? Now, we're going to make him have a little bit of an eyebrow. So I'm going to take this little piece of clay here. and just roll it between my fingers like that. You know, and we might not end up using the whole thing, but I want to at least get it started. I'm going to take and I'll pinch off the piece there. And we'll make his eyebrow. Or the brow, basically. See how I did that? Now, let's see what size I want. I want to try to make the eyes. Make the little indentation with the stylus. So we made the holes for the eyes. Okay. Now that we've done that, let me check. So what I did my last one, okay. So I'm going to take these very little small pieces of clay. I'll try to show you the size. Very small. See that in my hand? Right there, I'm pointing to it. Okay. We're going to take that and I'm going to put that in his eye socket. There. Now, we'll push that in. But now what we're going to do is I'm just going to put this in here like this. See that? Now we're going to try to build up his nose a little bit. Let me see how much, yeah, probably got too much clay on this right now, but. So what I'm going to do is take this little piece of clay, I'm going to place it in the nose area, as you can see right here. See that? Now we're going to work it in a little bit. So what we're going to do, let me see what size I want that. Go look at the stylus, yeah. Let me see if I can get that a little better. Let me just sculpt it a little bit down like that. See that? And then we're going to try to do a mouth area. So what I'm going to do is kind of make a line where I want it to be, but I'm going to make a couple of small little lips. Okay. So I'm going to put this one up top. There we go. Then I want to give him a little more of a chin. So I'm going to take a little more clay, build this up a little more. Put that in front. See that? Pretty cool. Now, what we want to do is I want to start to create a little bit of fur. See that? Make him like a little furry face. See that? See that how we do that. See that how we create that. And then you do that behind. Let's see. So, now you basically want to do the whole fur process, basically. Like that. See that? You do that. You want to make sure you keep that indentation in the back. Just take the stylus and just kind of make the fur like that. See that? You can do that on the arms also. See that? And then you'll do that in the front too. See how we're going to make the see that? You're going to make the fur. So you do the whole body like that. That part. You're going to do the arms. See that? And you'll do the whole thing on the legs. You'll do that fur pattern all around the body like that. See that? It's amazing when you see it was just a bunch of clay balls in the beginning. See that? And I'll show you what the final version will look like. This is what the final version of your Bigfoot will look like. And I'll just kind of rotate it. You know, see how with the small in the back there, the buttocks area, the backside. You know, you see all the detail on the hands there. You see even like this with the thumb, you see all the thumbnails. And on the feet here, you can see how we did all the detail, and you have all the toenails and things. It's really cool, all the detail, and you see how much detail went into it in just a short period of time. That's what your full-scale body mock-up of a Bigfoot will look like. And I do want to thank you for coming to the show Creations of Clay, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye for now.